You keep dying on support and blame your teammates for not helping. You spend hours perfecting your Dragon Blade tech and can't 1v5. You pick the tank role to make space, but you don't know what it means, and at this point, you're too afraid to ask. Shit happens. Overwatch is hard. Let me make it easy for you. To understand how to fix all this, you need to understand what positioning means. Think of positioning as being a bubble in the ocean. Staring down the barrel of the Omega Detonator next to a cast with its upgraded flash-off cooldown is being at the bottom of the ocean with 15,000 PSI weighing down on your bubble ass. Good positioning is being under none. Different heroes warrant different levels of pressure, and the enemy's ability to use said hero also makes a difference. Tanks like Junker Queen or Hog are usually at the top of this list of pressure because they have crazy good positioning tools that make existing dangerous. The more dangerous something is, the more pressure it puts on those around them, and the more pressure that you have on you, the more out of position you are. Does that mean that you should never push in if you see a Hog? No. To understand if you should push in or fall back, or if you're going to die or survive, you need to understand a little bit of situational analysis. If the Hog has great aim and his hook is off cooldown, you should probably not be trying to 1v1 him regardless of who you are, because that hook will kick your ass. At that point, you are out of position. If the Hog has trash aim and his hook is off cooldown, you should still not really be trying to 1v1 him unless you're also a tank or are prepared to avoid or tank a hook yourself. If the Hog has trash aim and he just missed his hook, you wouldn't be out of position to try and kick his ass if you have a chance of beating him in the first place. Think of it like danger levels. A Reaper in long range isn't very dangerous, and you'll win that 9 times out of 10. He has a low danger level, and if you remember from earlier, low danger means no space is being generated, which means that it's perfectly fine for you to be there. If that Reaper is nanoed and in close range, he is a close range space-making machine, and until CC'd or dealt with, you're out of position if you're near them.
That's technical talk for run the fuck away.
If you can accurately tell yourself that you are more dangerous than your opponent, be it that you are better than them or just have more skill, then you are not out of position to try and kill them, or at the very least, get them to retreat. And all of this gets a lot harder once you start to factor in having a full team of 5 against another team of 5. When 5 on 5, the main thing that you should be worrying about on the enemy team is their tank, as they are usually the strongest, most dangerous, and most important part of the enemy team. If you see someone straying away from their tank super hard, they're way out of position, and it would be a bad idea not to try and kick their ass. The tank is key, and they've only got one of them now. That's why everyone earlier was telling you to make space. If someone on their team just died because they were out of position, or if their tank just charged into your whole team and got danger diffed, then you have a pick. A pick just means someone on the enemy team is dead, and having a pick is crucial because 5v4 should be an almost automatic win, as you're very clearly the scarier team, and it'll usually lead to another pick and then a 1 fight. All this works backwards as well. If you're a support, you aren't out of position if you are around someone who can bail you out. Maybe not your tank because they're usually on the front lines, but a DPS will work. If you're a DPS and you're at your effective range, not being near a support to heal you if you take poke damage, or not being near a tank to draw fire will probably also get you killed. And of course, if you're a tank and you're drawing fire but there's nobody to fire back, you are going to fucking explode. Thank you for watching. And remember, if you lose, it's all your fault, and it's your job to get better. Till next time, friends.